Vic, did you watch Monday Night Raw yesterday?
I did not. I
No.
did see some of the highlights though. I saw John Cena's and little stuff with Cody Rhodes. But I did like that he brought up the little kid again.
Yeah. Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah.
That was definitely hilarious. I Tom's so right. When you're frying on ayahuasca, you don't need entertainment.
That's a good point.
I going back to so again, I'm still of the mindset that there's something going like they're not letting Cena
There we
talk
go.
to Rhodes.
That's
By
so
the way,
weird.
Dan, when we were watching it yesterday, I was going to tell you something, but I decided to hold it. John Cena makes everybody's dreams come true. Dan was telling me when Cena came out at the Money in the Bank last year and said, "Hey, next year is my last ride. That's it. I'm leaving. Like, you're not going to see the Jorts anymore. I'll come back and do some stuff, but you're not going to see me in the ring." Dan sat there, and it was little Daniel, Dan, and I watching, and he goes, "Damn, you know what's crazy? I would love for one final time to hear, 'Let's go Cena, Cena sucks.'"
Oh yeah, that's true.
And Cena came through and he gave Dan an opportunity to hear, "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks." So Dan, I want you to thank my guy for dying.
I will
on
thank
that
him for that. I will thank him for that because
And
I was
they're
so
getting loud.
tired. I was so tired of everyone just being like, "Oh, John Cena, you're retiring. Let's be respectful when he walks in." And I love that now it's back to the John Cena sucks, going to his music and everything else. And obviously the "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks." Absolutely legendary. Those were one of my favorite chants, honestly. Then the other one I love is when they go, "Shut the fuck up." That one always kills me, dude, especially when they do it to Cena. But, you know, I don't know what your thoughts have been, Vic, but like for me, they've been a little lackluster as promos. Like they'll have good moments, but overall, I'm kind of like, where are we going with this? You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing I haven't liked about. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
I love that. I love that so much. I miss that. That's what I miss from like his peak days, where it was just so loud and deafening. Like,
I already told you what I thought. They're still waiting to really throw it out
it's
there, but
weird.
I think they're wasting it because the European fans are
Oh yeah, yeah.
they're
Like
giving
that,
you
but that's what
everything
I'm
that
saying.
you want.
Could you imagine a legit promo in front of the? Well, we still have London, right? They're in this week?
London, yeah. Yeah.
Oh well. Oh no, today's barely. Fuck, today's barely Tuesday. I thought we were
Yeah, we
already
have
Monday Night
London
Raw.
still, but I think the
He's gonna be
European
there for that,
crowd,
right? It's only Raw.
yeah, they'll both be there on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Supposedly The Rock is coming back pretty soon, but they haven't announced yet when.
Yeah,
I
that's
think he
another
might come
thing.
out in London. I think London is a destination where The Rock might come in, and because we still don't know, there's only 4 Mondays left before Raw. So
To
what's
WrestleMania?
happened? Like, yeah,
You mean
before
WrestleMania?
Mania, yeah.
Yeah.
So why did he join The Rock? What happened? Vic, I
Rock's
don't know if you
bid.
saw this highlight, but Cena basically said, "I am gonna make you guys forget the name
That
Ric
was funny.
Flair.
That was
Yeah.
funny.
You
That was
guys are
That I
only
did
gonna
like.
remember the name John Cena." I was like, dude, this is like, I'm telling you, it's getting better and better. It's just gonna take a little bit.
Yeah.
He's gonna get better. I think he continues this up until SummerSlam. I really do think. I don't think
Okay.
it's gonna. I don't think
Yeah.
they're gonna just take it to Mania and then after Mania he sees the light. I think it
comes
might be
back.
till
Hey
SummerSlam.
guys,
Yeah.
remember me?
I think it'll be
Yeah.
till SummerSlam, and then after SummerSlam, he comes back for the final stretch. Which one of his final stretch? San Diego is one of the last few cities that will see Cena.
Yeah. LA, right? LA and
LA
San
is Money in
Diego.
the Bank, and then San Diego is Survivor Series. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited. I might cry that night.
No,
That's so
I was
Cena.
gonna say in terms of the whole Cena thing
I'd
too.
drown you in a toilet if you yelled Cena sucks.
It happened too.
I I think the thing that the aspect that I like more, Fernando and Dan, is I like the whole chasing ghosts aspect of it. What I mean by that is like Cody isn't worthy of John Cena's, you know, retirement. I feel like getting Ric Flair and the whole, he's the guy, he's out there tweeting about how he doesn't
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that angle more than I like this whole thing with Cody Rhodes. And so for me, the way I would approach it is, I would use Ric Flair's words against him and make it about, look, if I'm John Cena, I'm saying I'm chasing ghosts, I'm not chasing you. And so that's the way I look at it, because there's nobody that is ever gonna do what I've done for the WWE, even though like what Ric Flair did for, what was it, 4 decades of wrestling. He's
Yeah.
the reason why you have what it has, but you can use it to your advantage to be able to, make it about that and sell, your retirement tour. So that's the way that's the way I like that angle of it, and him bringing up Ric Flair there, but we'll see what happens.
I just wish he would have gone like a different angle than, oh, you guys are rude and da 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 da. Like, I wish seriously if he was gonna go through that angle. And I know this is maybe not kosher and people get pissed about it, but like, I wish he would have brought up Hulk Hogan. And whatever you think about him, I don't care. What I'm talking about is Hulk Hogan was loved, carried the company, and passed it on to the next generation. And now they boo the shit out of him. Whatever the reason is, it doesn't matter. Like, in the context of the story, like,
Right.
John Cena should have brought that up. Look what you guys did to Hulk. I'm getting ahead of it, and you guys can kiss my ass or something like that. Like, to me, like, just he sounds bitchy sometimes when he's talking about.
We're only two times. He's only done 2 promos.
Here we go.
Though.
Here we go. But that's what I'm saying. Like, he hasn't talked a lot about Cody. Yeah, there it is. You can't cheat me. Then I do like what you said, Frown. I wish he would have changed some of the words around on his shirt, because it's so weird. Like, you see the outfit, you're like, wait, but that's the good guy, and then he's like over here running his mouth. But like, I think it's funny. Like, don't get me wrong, he has good moments. I think it's funny that he looks on the internet and jokes about or brings that stuff up, which is hilarious. But like, again, like, some of the stuff, I'm just like, where are we going with this? Like, this makes no sense to me. Again, I would have preferred if he was the tyrant they described him to be backstage and said, I'm not going to be denied my.
Well, I liked what he said yesterday. I like that he said, I'm going to ruin wrestling.
That was hilarious.
I don't know if you heard this. He said, I'm going to win this championship and I'm going to retire. I'm not even going to wait till the year's over. I'm going to retire the championship and that's it. You guys will have to make up a new toy.
Yes.
Yes. Jorge, you are an hour and 35 minutes late. We had your favorite compa on. Eric Williams was on here. We talked Chargers. We talked Russell Wilson, Stephon Diggs.
By the way, don't forget to smash the like button. Smash the like button.
Smash the like button.
Help us out.
The one feud that I think just took a turn for a positive is Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk.
Yeah.
CM Punk came out the other day and goes he came out on Monday. Well, they had their promo on Friday. I kind of didn't like Roman's angle. Oh, here you go. This is what we did a story from Gilberto, and this is what all the fans were chanting.
That's right, Jorge. Blame Gilberto.
So I didn't like Roman's angle where he's like, well, you screwed me. Well, Roman, like in the Royal Rumble, you're supposed to throw somebody out. I want Roman to use the angle of you're effing with my wise man. I don't like that. I like Seth Rollins hates CM Punk, and then CM Punk wants to come for Roman's top spot. So there's the full circle right there. Vic, I could see a scenario in Dan where Seth Rollins is the one that walks out with Paul Heyman on night 1 of WrestleMania.
That's what they should make the triple threat.
I could see him telling leaving with Paul Heyman, but it doesn't matter. The buildup is what I've liked about that because CM Punk came out on Monday and he's like, look, I'm still the best in the world. I don't care how old I am. The crazy part is when he told them, I brought you guys into this company and I'm going to take you guys out of this company. I'm like, oh, nice shit. He's throwing it back to when he was the Shield member. Another interesting point of Monday Night Raw, or my bad, if you guys want to comment on the storyline. I think that match is
I like the grimace part.
Yeah. I think honestly, that match is going to steal the show.
I think that one's been more interesting than the John Cena one, honestly. the buildup has been way better for that match. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm waiting on.
Again, we're still waiting for the Cena
Oh
one
yeah,
still hasn't
Cena
taken
can
off.
do no wrong. I forgot.
No, well,
He's
we
also
don't know
all
what
natural.
we don't know what the Rock's angle to all this is. We don't know. We still haven't had Cena and him trade words yet. So
And then
that's
there's
the part-
supposed to be a third member as well. Like
I
we
think it's
don't
gonna
know
be
who.
Randy Orton.
So I was gonna say for the
What if
third
it's
member.
Stone Cold? What if it is Stone Cold, the third member? Like I know we're
what?
going back again, but
Yeah.
what if we're doing generations here, and it's like all the generations are that pretty much kept the sport alive, and they've all been kicked, and
Oh, it should be
like The
Hogan.
Rock and
It should
John
be
Cena
Hogan.
and
It should
Hogan,
be
and
Hogan.
and you bring Stone Cold, like you bring those generations, and they all like kind of shit on the new generation. Like
That actually would be funny.
I don't know.
I don't know if you heard, but Gunter was on that new show, that Legends show, the one where they're creating a new. So it's funny because Gunter is telling this girl, this team should be way more charismatic. I don't know why. You guys have been here for a while. Why aren't you guys better? Turns into the Undertaker and says, I'm surprised with them being led by you. They're not more charismatic. You failed these guys. Yeah. And the Undertaker's face is like, what? And I'm like, damn, that actually is funny.
I love Gunther.
I like this rivalry. Are you going to talk about this one?
Yeah, the third member. Were you moving on or no?
Oh, yeah, I was going to move on.
Oh, hold on. Let me just say something real quick about the third member. I think...
Alberto Del Rio's not allowed to compete in Tijuana for wrestling for the next 6 months.
Hilarious.
He hit an old lady during a show, and she had to be sent to the hospital.
What an idiot. But I just think the third member, okay, this is my opinion, needs to be somebody who needs an elevation. You know what I mean? Okay. Kind of what they did with Seth Rollins and the Authority and things like that. I just don't think they should bring in another legend. Like Randy Orton doesn't need a bump.
Austin Theory is kind of the guy for me.
I think he would be good. I think Gunther would be really good. But like
come on, it's got to be Dominic.
That would be even better.
That actually would be a good one.
I think.
By the way, I think Dominic's winning a championship at WrestleMania.
I hope so. I think Dominic. It's time to give him a wee push.
I think I saw Dominic versus Penta versus Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor at WrestleMania.
Wow!
I could see Dominic being the one that comes out of there.
Is it true that and I don't know, I saw it on TikTok, but that Liv deleted all the pictures with him so there's a breakup coming, I'm guessing. And so that kind of makes sense. She's like they need to both go their own way and kind of make their own thing. So
I would love to see Dom lead the Judgment Day if that's possible, but like, you know what I mean, somebody who needs to be elevated, not like someone else who is just a legend of his own
I'm
right.
still on the hill that Liv Morgan right now is the best.
She is
female wrestler in WWE.
She is.
There's nobody better than her.
Without a doubt.
She's dominating. You're putting her in the tag team, she's dominating. You're putting her with a championship, she's dominating.
You want to watch. You want to watch. Like,
there's no doubt about it. Since you brought it up like a couple of months ago, like I've just seen people talking about her and everything that she's doing. And I know I'm sure you'll talk about that triple threat match that we might see in the
Dude. They're turning on Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
The fans are not happy with. I don't know what's going on with Bianca Belair, but I think fans feel like either she has a championship, like a WWE championship, or she has a tag team. Like she always has gold around her waist, and I think fans are starting to get kind of fed up with her.
Same with Rhea.
And I think right now is the time where you turn her heel.
Yeah.
I think that's what you need to do. Maybe put Rhea as like the CM Punk, where she's more of like an anti-hero. You leave Io as the baby face, and then you make Bianca the heel. And I could see a scenario where Io actually keeps her championship at WrestleMania. I think they'll put on a banger, but I think Io walks away with that championship.
She should. You didn't take it off of Liv.
I still think that what they're waiting for maybe at SummerSlam is a Bianca Rhea like championship match.
Yeah.
It's interesting that Becky still hasn't come back, and the way Seth said on Rich Eisen that Rue, that's her daughter's name, Rue, she goes to school, and obviously like that, I think that's kind of taking priority, and I think Becky's involved with like other projects and stuff, so who knows when she comes back. but I think that match is kind of lacking. Like, I don't know. I like the part where they like push Io, like they
Yes.
they get in her way and they kind of shove her off.
But it needs something, right, Fernando?
Yeah,
Like
it
feels like
it needs some juice, and it just doesn't have it. And I still don't. I can already tell you how Monday night's gonna end with that. Like, Bianca's gonna end up getting hit by either Io or Rhea. She's gonna turn around and hit both of them. It's gonna end in a no disqualification. What's his ass is gonna come out and he's gonna be like, "Listen here, I'm so pissed off with this. We're just gonna make it a triple threat match at WrestleMania."
Yeah.
Like, you kind of need to interject something into that match. The one that really needs
a ladder,
like the one that really needs like some steroids thrown in it or something is the Charlotte.
that one's on life support.
No.
So bad.
But you know why? They're making Charlotte bury her. Like, Charlotte was burying her the other day on a promo, and I'm like, what are we like? Why are you doing that? Why aren't you letting Tiffany like shit on Charlotte? Like, a lot of fans really believe that Charlotte's gonna win the championship at Mania, and people are like, dude, then you literally just wasted Tiffany Stratton. So I still think they should throw Alexa Bliss into that championship match and maybe interject some life into it. But it sounds like the Bray Wyatt 6 or the Wyatt 6 or whatever is coming back, and that she's going to be a part of it. But a little bit of the WrestleMania build up there. Vic, real quick, can you take this off for a little bit?
Yes,
I don't know if you guys saw. I have some Una Mas stuff for you guys. I don't know if you guys saw. Some girl put on Twitter her DM. And some guy DMs her and goes, "I'm gonna arm wrestle a bear for your number."
Oh, I did see that.
And then he goes, "I'd fight 09 Randy Orton for your number."
Oh,
09
yeah,
Randy Orton was the guy with the shaved head, kicking everybody in the face. She got 41 million views on this.
Wasn't it the Legend Killer?
Yeah, it was a Legend Killer. And Randy Orton goes, "Bro, really willing to risk it all for you." He got
Randy
31
Orton's
million
hilarious.
views on this. Yeah. That was pretty funny. That was a good one. Here's another one. Chris Jericho got into it with a little girl at one of the AEW at Collision, and this was the result.
Do that again, kid, I dare you.
Listen to what she says.
You don't even know what that means. Oh yeah? I dare you to tell me I'll ground you. You want to get grounded, kid? I'll send it to your room. No, your mother.
Chris Jericho is still so good, dude.
Vic, you don't have to put it up yet.
No,
Dude,
don't worry.
That's
Chris Jericho is so good.
If Dan has a daughter, that's going to be Dan's daughter.
As terrible as this sounds, I would love to see Chris Jericho one more time in WWE.
Fitness, I do believe they put on the caption that was a little girl. Oh, so Jorge, that was Cena. There was a kid that was caught on camera saying, "Cena, I love you," and he was wearing John Cena gear. And moments later, Cena goes, "Look at this kid right here. He's sitting there. He thinks I like him. I hate him." And he starts like shitting on the kid.
Dude, and the poor
the
bastard's just there frozen.
Yeah, you could tell the kid was like really like, "Oh crap." And he literally like became an overnight sensation, and now that kid's all over
it's a meme.
place. Vic, I don't know if you saw AEW, but did you see this part with I was gonna say Dean Ambrose, John Moxley?
Oh, this was terrible. This was terrible.
Oh,
That was bad. That was bad.
Oh,
That to me is everything that they tell you wrestling should not be. You know what I mean?
Look, it's stuck to his back.
That is bad, dude. Like, that to me, honestly, is what they used to call ECW, if you remember, was just barbarism. It was, what's it called? That's so fake, Compas.
I don't know why, but my mind went to Mick Foley. Like whenever during that era.
Yeah. Like, and to me, like, that is not what wrestling is. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not some patsy, you know. I want to see sometimes some blood and some other stuff, but like that to me is just that's needless violence.
Well, hey, that wasn't fake. His like the meat off his back it's
just bad, dude. Like I saw that clip and I was like, really? Like, I'm so like disappointed in AEW and what they've kind of become. I'm disappointed in Dean Ambrose, who at one time, or John Moxley, whatever the hell he wants to call himself. I was a big fan of that guy, of the Ambrose Asylum or whatever it was called. That to me is just so disappointing. Like that is because you're putting like, you want to talk about people putting their bodies on the line. Like that is what wrestlers do week in and week out. And that to me is just unacceptable. Like that's putting your guys in a position to get hurt and fail. Like that's not good
Dan,
at all.